welcome back. August 24th, National Peach Pie Day. Day 3 of our baking extravaganza. I know peach pie, it seems like we've done this one already, right? We did peach melba, we did peach cobbler, we did some other peach thing. I don't know, but no, we never did peach pie. So we're doing it today. It's also the right time of year to do peach pie because peaches are in season. So now's when you want to do them. Although I do like using the frozen fruits because they're cut and clean and ready. You just defrost them and they're ready to go and you don't have to go through all this work. Plus with peaches, this is just me, I find whenever I've tried using real peaches, it turns into like a nightmare because the peach sticks to the pit and you can't get and you try to get it off and it breaks and it's just like I said, I'd rather just use the, but a friend told me I have to use real peaches because it's the season. So if this goes bad, I'm calling them out. I'm not going to say anything yet. Anyway, this one's a pretty cool recipe too because it's a whiskey infused peach pie and it has a crumble top, which is nice rather than just making a standard peach pie. I did make my own pie crust because I will only do that from now on because it's so easy to do it yourself. Again, go to Spinach Day and you'll see how to make a pie crust because we use it for our quiche too. I would never buy store-bought again. I mean, it's crazy. So that's in my fridge getting ready to go. I'm going to peel and quarter my peaches and get those ready because you got to let those sit for about an hour. Our booze of choice in our whiskey pie today is Jack Daniels. Now, if you're not a whiskey drinker, like I am not a whiskey drinker, the amount you need for this recipe is one of those little airplane bottles. That's it. One. So just go to a liquor store, it's going to cost you like $1 or something, $1.20 or something to get one little bottle of Jack Daniels, and that's what you need for this recipe. Other than that, 5 things for the filling, 5 things for the topping, and your pie crust. Super simple today, alrighty? So let's get started because this, after we mix this together, this filling, it's got to sit for like an hour to get all the flavors together. Alrighty? So I'll be back. Here's what you need. Okay, for our filling today, you need 8 peaches sliced. You need 1/3 cup of dark brown sugar, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, a tablespoon of cornstarch, and 3 tablespoons or 1 small bottle of Jack Daniels. For our streusel topping, we need 1/3 cup of dark brown sugar, 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup of rolled oats, 1/3 cup of cold butter, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so there's all 8 of my peaches, peeled and sliced and cleaned up. Okay, it wasn't as hard as it's been in the past. Maybe because I was buying them out of season. I don't know. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing. It's still better be the best tasting pie ever for all the work that you got to do to peel those peaches and slice those peaches when you could just buy a bag of frozen and thaw them and throw them in the thing. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to take all my filling things, my brown sugar, my flour, my cornstarch, make sure we get all that out of there, and my Jack Daniels, okay? And I'm just going to whisk this first in this bowl because this is what we're going to coat our peaches with. I don't know how because it's not very liquidy. I don't know. Maybe the juice from these peaches is going to help. I don't know. We're going to see. So obviously I can't use my whisk anymore. So I'm just going to kind of toss it by hand and just coat my peaches here. Okay? Just make sure that this all gets really incorporated. It's very messy, but that's okay. The reason why we're doing this now is because we're going to let this sit for about an hour. Okay? So all these flavors, the sugar, the Jack Daniels, the peaches, everything's going to kind of meld together and soak into each other and become this nice filling. It better be a nice filling. Alrighty. So that's that, all nice and coated. Let this sit for an hour. When it's almost time, we're going to roll out our pie crust and get that ready. So we're just ready to go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? So our crust is par baked, as they call it. Okay? So now what we're going to do is take our filling, mix that all up make sure we got a good mix. That's been sitting here for about an hour or so. So all these flavors are really going to be kicking together, okay? And we're just going to fill our pie crust here. It's going to be a lot of peaches, man. Wow. See, and I thought it'd be too much, but it looks like it kind of works perfectly. Now, you'll see when it comes out of the oven later that I kind of was practicing my little fancier pie crust, but still not, it's better, but you know, it's got the little crimp thing, but still not what it should or could be. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to lay those together. Okay, this dish is hot. And then I'm going to get my stuff together. It's our 5 things for our streusel top. Alrighty, be right back. Okay, so let's do our streusel top now. Okay, we got our brown sugar. These are all 1/3, I believe. 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. 1/3 of a cup of flour. 1/3 of a cup of rolled oats. Mix that together. A little pinch of salt there. I think it's a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, you just kind of want to mix that, but you got to get your hands dirty for this part of it, okay? And then you take 1/3 of a cup. The measurements are on the actual stick of butter. 1/3 of a cup of butter. Chop it up into pieces, and you're just going to kind of work this with your hands and make this crumbly top. Just kind of squeeze it together and break it apart. Cut it up into pieces, but then you break it apart as you press it with this streusel topping, okay? Okay, and then once you have that into this coarse, crumbly mixture, you're just going to evenly put it on the, just kind of sprinkle it on the top of your peach pie here, okay? If it spills all over your counter, don't worry about it. You can always go back and pick it up later. Okay, so this is going to be really, really, really kind of cool with the oats. It's almost like a granola oatmeal cookie kind of topping when this thing all melts together with the sugar and the butter and everything else. Look at that beauty, huh? All right, so this is ready to go in the oven. 425 for the first 20 minutes. We're going to bake this for 45 minutes. We're going to do 425 for the first 20 minutes. Then we're going to drop it down to 350. Let it cook the rest of the way. Okay? See you when this thing comes out. I'm very excited. This thing looks really, really, really good today, even if I didn't use frozen peaches. Be back. So there it is. We got a winner today, man. This thing's came out a little while ago. It's been resting, as you can see. It's got this beautiful streusel top on it. Oh, the only thing is, I realized I don't have any ice cream and I don't have any whipped cream. And I used what little heavy cream I had left for dinner. I did mussels and shrimp in a ouzo cream sauce over capellini. It was really good. Maybe for a future show I'll do that one. So I don't even have heavy cream left to make my own homemade whipped cream. And I used it last night for the strawberry, or yesterday for the strawberry thing, okay? But anyway, we're just going to give this one a try anyway. And it's not like we're going to eat the whole pie tonight, so we'll just pick some up in our travels tomorrow, okay? So let's see what we got here. I mean, this thing is just so beautifully done and bountiful, full of peaches, fresh peaches. Somebody told me you better use fresh peaches, and I did. Oh, I can't wait to try this. All right, I need a little bit of everything here. I need a little piece of crust. I need some peaches. I need some of the topping. Oh my freaking God. I'm not even a huge peach fan, but I gotta tell you, this is one of the best pies I've ever eaten. And not because I made it. The sauce that's created with the Jack Daniels and the brown sugar and the peaches is just unbelievably good. Oh my god, this is so good. And then this topping. This like streusel oatmeal kind of crumbly topping with it. I don't even need ice cream or whipped cream for this. That's how freaking good it is. Alright everybody. You gotta do this one. I know I say that all the time. But this one you really gotta do. And especially now because it's peach season. Okay? I'll make this with the frozen ones in the winter too. I don't care. Alright. We'll see you tomorrow everybody. That ended our 3-day baking extravaganza. I think we're celebrating with a drink tomorrow. We're going back to the cocktails. Alrighty? See you then.